The nostalgic images of weathered wooden benches and the rhythmic whistle of steam engines, once the soul of Indian cinema and the backdrop of our childhood stories, has gracefully dissolved into the sleek, silent shimmer of glass fronted terminals and high speed rails. The laurels of Indian Railways no longer rests in the dust of the past, but in the seamless digital pulse of a nation on the move. In a little over a decade, Indian Railways has undergone a profound metamorphosis, evolving from a legacy system into a digitally driven powerhouse that increasingly sets global benchmarks. The introduction of the indigenously designed Vande Bharat Express has redefined domestic travel, offering a semi high speed experience that matches international standards of comfort, speed, and aesthetics. India has also achieved a near unprecedented feat in sustainability, reaching over 99% electrification of its broad gauge network, a pace and scale that outstrips many advanced economies. The ongoing Mumbai Ahmedabad high speed rail project further signifies India's entry into the elite bullet train club, integrating Japanese Shinkansen technology into the local landscape. Digitalization has streamlined the backbone of Indian Railways with AI driven predictive maintenance, drone surveillance for track safety, and 88% of ticketing moving online for seamless user access. Beyond hardware, the manufacturing of advanced 12,000 HP electric locomotives and hydrogen powered prototypes showcases a shift from technology absorption to innovation leadership. Today, India is no longer just a consumer of railway tech, but an exporter, sending high power locomotives to nations across Africa and Southeast Asia. Massive infrastructure projects such as the dedicated freight corridor have unbundled passenger and cargo traffic, replicating the efficiency of top tier logistics networks found in North America and China. This rail renaissance reflects a nation that has successfully modernized its heritage while building a future ready, carbon compliant transportation ecosystem. The listing of major railway public sector undertakings has acted as a catalyst for financial discipline, transforming a historically opaque government department into a suite of accountable, market driven entities. By debuting on the stock exchanges, powerhouses like IRFC, RVNL, ERCON, and IRCTC are now mandated to provide quarterly disclosures and audited balance sheets, offering retail investors unprecedented visibility into the railway's capex and profitability. This transition to an accrual based accounting mindset ensures that every rupee allocated for rail infrastructure, from track doubling to high speed rail, is tracked with corporate level scrutiny. For the retail investor, this corporatization of the tracks has opened a unique window for long term wealth creation tied directly to the nation's infrastructure growth. The massive budgetary support, which has crossed rupees 2.5 trillion in recent years, is no longer just a fiscal figure but a revenue pipeline for those listed stocks, often reflected in robust order books and consistent dividend payouts. As the sector shifts towards 100% electrification and modernizing 40,000 coaches to Vande Bharat standards, the listed entities capture this value directly, allowing small investors to transition from being mere passengers to becoming stakeholders in the network's future. This alignment of government policy with market accountability provides a stable, low volatility investment theme that mirrors India's long term economic trajectory. While infrastructure modernization like Vande Bharat trains captured headlines, the underlying pain point remained a legacy signaling system and the high frequency of human error, specifically the signal passing at danger (SPAD), where drivers inadvertently miss a stop signal. The tragic 2023 Balasore collision served as a somber reminder of the catastrophic consequences of such signaling failures in high-density environment. To fundamentally resolve this, Indian Railways is aggressively deploying Kavach, an indigenous automatic train protection system certified to the world's highest safety standards. The deployment of Kavach provides a world-class safety net at a fraction of the cost of traditional European systems, effectively bridging the technological gap. Unlike traditional human-dependent safety protocols, Kavach functions as a shield by creating a continuous communication loop between the locomotive, the trackside RFID tags, and the station control center. In 2026, the system is being scaled to cover major high-density corridors like the Delhi-Mumbai, Delhi-Howrah, ensuring that technology travels with the passenger. Ultimately, Kavach bridges the gap between India's massive passenger volume and the necessity for zero accident reliability, restoring public trust in the country's most vital transport lifeline. This in turn could also shore up the profitability of the railway stocks. The biggest game changer here is an auto technology stock that is quietly revolutionizing railway safety systems. Nova Control Technologies, a deep tech entity, and Tata Elxsi will co-develop the next generation of India's indigenous automatic train protection system, Kavach 4.0. The Indian train protection market is set to witness orders worth around 50,000 crores during the implementation of Kavach Phase-I over the next 6 to 7 years. The companies are also targeting export markets including Southeast Asia, Africa and West Asia, which could boost their business in the long run. While the share of revenue from Kavach may not be very meaningful for Tata Elxsi in the initial years, the segment could bring about the much needed revenue diversification in the long run. Also, the stock of Tata Elxsi currently bearing the brunt of the auto cycle in its valuations could witness a re-rating as investors see the potential of Kavach technology in Indian Railways profitability. Hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.